Hey, yo, what's the good? It's your boy Super Kev. Welcome to another episode of the Super Kev Livecast Season 4. We on YouTube, baby. For those of you new to the page, welcome to the hottest to-do list show on the internet. If it's not, your job is to let me know who got it so I can like, comment, share, and subscribe to their page. Same way I ask you to like, comment, share, and subscribe to yours truly. Okay, so I don't have much time, all right, but of course, I'm trying to be as consistent as I said I was going to be in the beginning. So we are going to only focus on income 7 today. So today is episode 126, representing March 20th, and that is a Sunday. So every day corresponds to a different form of income. So Sunday is our royalty income day. And who knows, maybe I'll switch up the order next season. Now that just popped into my head. It is a live show, by the way. But let's go through the list. Quickly touch on the things that could be related to getting paid in the future for something we've done in the past, and then I'll get out your way. Now, I don't have any bills that are related to income 7 yet. Um, Now, you could potentially have bills for income 7 if you're funding your own project, right? But when it comes to my income 7s, I have already funded them. So at this point, it's about execution. Um, what else we got? Download app updates via Wi-Fi. So, you always want to do that. Um, And how is that relevant to income 7? Hey, maybe you're writing something. You know what I'm saying? You be using your email or whatever. Maybe you got to update the email app. Who knows? But just stay up to date. What up to the Bay from the UK? You know what I'm saying? Um, of course, check your email in the DM. You never know what opportunities are going to be there, and definitely check them. Especially if you're going to make it down the list and hit income 7, because by then you're probably doing a lot. All right. Now scrolling down, 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 down. Here we go. I see some 7s. So for me, it says makeup missed IG post. So I have um an Instagram post schedule, but then when things happen, I just don't post it. Or if I switch my mind or whatever. But Sunday is the day I like to review my output for the week to see how I can or what I can make up and how I can be better for the next week. So that's why that's there. Random IG post on Sunday. I believe I was working, and that's why I didn't post. So that's okay. I don't beat myself up if I'm getting money. All right, because remember the posts to me is a form of income 7 because I'm posting, I'm getting followers, and then those followers will attract the what are they called? The sponsors. All right. So there's a method to the madness. For those of you who was like, why are you posting so much? Well, if as long as my followers are going up, I'm gonna keep posting. And one day I'm gonna start being what ambassadors or whatever the hell it is where the money's at. I'm here for the money. All right. We could post on Instagram for free, but nah. Yeah. Anyways, next up, um, selecting right next week's post. I did not do that, but like I said, I be copy and pasting my post based on the hashtag, so it's easy for me to write up a little something, something. Even if I'm in my feelings and I'm just like, I'll write like one sentence. That's easy. You know what I mean? Half the people ain't reading it. They're looking at the picture. If the picture look nice, they press like. So whatever. Yeah, influencers. That's what they were called. Shout out to Uncle Chops. But Uncle Chops wrote influencers. We can have a class on that one day. Yes. And I'm trying to build a platform so that I can help influence and promote, I'm saying, hardworking people from where I'm from. So I'm just one of the first few willing to put myself out there until I get there. All right. And trust me, I be hearing people tell me, yo, you post too much, or I don't press like because I don't want you showing up on my timeline. People done told me, but that ain't gonna stop me from what I know needs to get done. I know the city of Boston needs somebody who can influence and help others get money because there's too much talent out here. So I'm gonna just exactly. Uncle Chop said you don't post enough. That's how I feel. Shoot, if it was up to me, you get 10 posts a day. I would post 10 times a day. I post like maybe 3 the most on Instagram. But yeah, like shoot, when I delegate and pay somebody, there will be 10 posts a day. You know what I'm saying? But keeping it pushing. Write one sentence, a paragraph. Now, let me tell you the truth. There's an X there, and there's an X in the description box. because I did not write it on Sunday. But since I'm recording this 2 days late, I'm here to share with y'all that yesterday I was so in my feelings that instead of being upset, I sat down, you know what I'm saying, and I wrote some sentences. So I started my book, and my first goal is to have the book be about a 7-minute read and then expand on it. All right. So I'm in income 3 now. So that, to me, that's an accomplishment. So instead of one sentence, I was just going in. So yeah, you know what I mean? Eventually that'll be a check mark for next week. All right. Document receipts. I don't have any receipts for my income 7s because, again, everything income 7 related for me, whether it's the music that is going to come out in the future, my book that's coming out in the future, all of the materials are already funded, right? Like, my studio's already paid for. My ability to engineer music is already ability, if that made any sense. I already put in the hours. I already bought the resources. I already have multiple computers. So I've already had those bills taken care of. That's why there's an X mark there. But if you're new to this income 7 business, and let's say you're trying to make an album, you gotta buy the beats. You gotta, if you're building your own studio, build your own studio. If not, you're gonna be paying per hour, and then you gotta pay your engineers, your mastering engineers, all of that stuff. I done put in my work already, so that's why I don't have many bills in that department. Um, and a couple more, and we out of your way. Check income 7 out of 7 documents and ideas. I've only sold one album thus far, so shout out to my PQ. She um, pre-ordered my album, but other than that, there's not anything in my document to update yet. But as I start um, putting out more content, we're gonna have to keep up with the data so that we can see if we're improving or not. So Uncle Chop says influencers have to post and obtain a minimum of 100K followers. I Well, I mean, I'm only at 4,000, but how I plan to accelerate that growth is I owe y'all a song. I just haven't prioritized the time to master it because I prioritize my time to get money to pay these bills. However, I'm hoping today I can master that song live on Instagram. I owe y'all that for 4,000. At 5,000, I'm dropping my first music video. 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 subsequent videos. And then at 10,000, I'm dropping an album. All right. And if you've been following some of my old seasons, I done been giving away like little sneak previews of my album. You know what I'm saying? I basically played it for y'all multiple times, especially when I be getting drunk. Just start playing that shit and showing off me and my man's greatness. hmm Album details. Just know that my album is gonna be called Respect and Happiness. Respect is what I give other people. Happiness is what I give myself. And yeah, like the album is gonna be lit. Oh, all the beats are made by Harv Heavy. Recorded, mixed, and mastered by yours truly. So I don't really got bills when it comes to that. It's just, for me, it's just prioritizing the time. You see, I'm dealing with the store. You know what I'm saying? We live right now. Y'all know I'm about to get these stocks popping. Like, I'm a busy guy, but eventually I'll prioritize that time, and that income 7 business will be businessing. All right. What else we got in here before we slide? Um, oh, of course, what we doing now. So recording the live. When I record these lives, remember they're free. I'm not getting paid yet, but I consider them an income 7 because each episode is one step closer to gaining more subscribers or followers. All right. So eventually, people will then be like, "Yo, I found this page. Yo, this dude Super Kev, he be talking money," and phew, then they'll start doing word of mouth and all of that stuff, and I'll be able to grow. I consider exponentially at some point, right? So we got the slow growth now, but eventually it's going to take off like a rocket when people realize that right here in the city of Boston or in the black community or however you want to, whatever demographic you want me to be a part of, right? You want to throw me in the college graduate, you want to say he went to public school or whatever, unemployed. I fit a lot of demographics, yet we're out here talking about the 7 forms of income, something that everybody out there can do if they want to. And whether it's these videos, whether it's going to be like the interviews when I pull up in other people's podcasts, the seminars, or when I have downtime tutoring students, this is what we talk about. I'd be like, do you know why we doing all of this math? They'd be like, for what? I'd be like, yo, 7 forms of income. All right. Do you have a sponsor? We need to talk. I don't got nothing. Everything's fully funded by the Kev. Every time you see me rock a different shirt, every time you see me record, mix, and master something, fully funded by the Kev. That's why I be going crazy after time. Straight up. But I'm working hard because I understand one day they will show up. So if I get in, that's why I be asking people, hey, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Because if you comment, subscribe, then the algorithm gets tricked up and people think that I'm actually good. And then who knows? Somebody might just like Donkey Kong and be like, oh, he wears cartoon shirts on a Sunday, so then I like him. Who knows why y'all gonna subscribe? But eventually that's where the money's at. You feel me? Then you're gonna start hearing me do commercials and stuff talking about, oh yeah, this video is funded by fill in the blank, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And that's how we gonna roll. Like, I'm gonna continue to raise the numbers one at a time. And that is why at the beginning of the year, I put quantifiable goals. I had 79 subscribers on YouTube last year, and I doubled that goal, right? Oh, I doubled that for my goal for 2022, which is why I have a goal of 160. That number didn't come from nowhere. And you already know 2023, I want 320. Then I want 640. Then I'm trying to double that. And I'm as soon as I hit 160 this year, the countdown to the 320 is on. We're gonna continue to do what we gotta do until we get where we need to, where we know we can be. All right. Well, you have one now. I'd like to sponsor. Listen, however you can support. You know what I'm saying. Um, and at the end is when I drop the donation links. You know what I'm saying. But I try not to talk about that until the end because I'm here for free. I'm here for whoever want the information. And again, one of my favorite models as a teacher is I don't teach for everybody to become successful. I teach to give everybody an opportunity to become successful because I sleep well at night, regardless of if you take this information or not. All I need to know is that I provided the opportunity. When I don't, like when I don't show up live, I be in my head like, yo, there's one person out there who could have benefited and you didn't show up. But when I do show up and no one presses like, I'm like, hey, well, that's they loss because y'all see my accounts is growing. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing something right. My son is not going to live the way or grow up the way I grew up, at least financially. So, you know what I'm saying? If we doing what we got to do, I don't see why y'all wouldn't press the like button. It's free. As a matter of fact, two people's watching. Drop 2 likes in the whatever, making me feel good or whatever. Them likes. I like when the likes pop up. But some more things. Obviously, after I record the live, I also play last week's episode on the P4. I'm running up my own views. You know what I'm saying? Until y'all run up the views for me. My man say, do I accept? I mean, let's talk about it, bro. I don't even know what that really means. But if you're talking about sponsoring bread, of course I need bread to get to the next level. As a matter of fact, you trying to sponsor something, bro? I'm trying to get that a nice camera. A lot of people starting to watch me on the big TV, and I ain't looking right. So you know what I'm saying? Sponsor that phone. You know what I'm saying? But we'll talk, bro. Come on, we'll talk. Shout out for the love that I just seen the likes. I like that. All right, play last week's episode. I got to run up my views, but y'all can run up the views too. All right. Download the live, upload it to YouTube. So again, these are all things that I have to do until I'm in a position to delegate that role to other people. All right. So that's why I'm building the brand. And then, you know what I'm saying? Eventually there'll be a team of the recorder, the editor, the uploader. I'll just be the performer, show up and then maximize my time. Until then, we're building something. And like my man taught me or whatever, if you build it, they will come. And I'm just trying to build one episode at a time. All right. And then another thing that's related to my royalty or potential royalty income is the YouTube monetization stats. So in the last 28 days, I got 588 views. Now, is that a lot? Hell no. Compared to where I'm going, that ain't nothing. That should just be an hour. However, when I had 0 views, 588 is infinitely more. So anybody out there trying to start, going from 0 to 1 is times infinity in the world of calculus and limits and all of that stuff. So please, if you want to get started, the time is now. All right. Next, I had, at the time of writing these notes, 153 subscribers. You know why that's significant? That means essentially in one season, all right, actually a little bit more than one season, but whatever. In about a season, we hit our target. Man, we're gonna sip to that. Well, we didn't hit it, but we got close. So you know what I'm saying? We speaking into existence, you know what I'm saying? 160 is right around the corner. As a matter of fact, I'm at 154 right now. This is just for Sunday. Y'all know I'm 2 days late. It is what it is. Anyways, and then last, I need 4,000 hours of people watching my shows. So I'm at 120.8 in the last 28 days. Now I hope my numbers run them up too, because I got my own show right there on the computer. We on the P4, and I'm on the iPhone 6. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why I'm not here is because I gotta read the note. But y'all can trust me. Right there, boom. I was watching. You know what I'm saying? I just be leaving them playing. The same thing I ask of people, I do for myself. And when people, fellow content creators, are in the same boat as me, I run up their views same way. I show the same love that I ask in return. Another thing that's important if you are trying to get royalty income from your content creations is to respond to all YouTube comments. Now, there's two reasons why. One, people like to feel connected with superstars, okay? And y'all know I'm Super Kev. So, you know what I'm saying? Some people actually look at me like a superstar. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm just a regular guy. I just happen to have three lights, so I guess the lighting makes me look better than I guess. But the truth of the matter is, to anyone who actually looks up and admires me, by me responding makes them feel special. And one of the things about having a small page, very similar to having a small mom and pop pizza shop, is that you know your customers, you know what they want, you know what they're gonna order. So when you're small, you have that special connection and bond with your um, customers. And on YouTube, it would be your subscribers. All right. And then the second reason why you want to respond is selfish. You want to trip up the algorithm. The more people are commenting on that particular video, the more that video shows up on other people's timelines. That's why I take people's phones and I press like on my own videos. That's another account that gives me the potential to reach someone else. And you never know that one person who's going to just support you off the rip and then become a subscriber, turn on their notification bells, and be there for you every episode. You never know until you put it out there. And when they comment, make sure that they feel appreciated as well. And I try to do my best. And if any of y'all have written a comment to me before we get too big, y'all can't go back in time 5 years from now talking about, yo, Super Kev, you ain't respond to my message. Because by then I'll probably be too big. And then, you know what I'm saying? But right now, yo, I be, every time it be like so and so commented, I'll be like, yo, who just like my stuff? Oh, all right, hey. Putting the vacuum cleaner on so I'm not ignoring you. Well, watch this. I'm about to get out of here for Income 7, go support another show, and then I owe y'all yesterday's episode, so I'll be back soon. And by the way, I appreciate all the support you give all the way from the UK. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to throw that out there. But a couple more things and then we're done. Unfollow the unfollowers. If you unfollow me on Instagram, I'm unfollowing you back. Yes, I'm petty. We don't play those games. You're not allowed to have to show up on my timeline and I'm over there showing love and then you unfollow me. Chill with all of that. Put out the same energy, you know what I'm saying? Or keep that same energy, whatever LeBron said with them damn Lakers. But yeah, keep that same energy. If you want to unfollow me, cool. Just, you know what I mean? I prefer if you would have sent me a message so I didn't have to use an illegal app, but we outside. You know what I mean? Shout out my iPhone 7. Um, Subscribe to Ticket TV. Shout out Ticket TV, by the way. Edit episode titles. So right now, the way my titles goes is it says hashtag SuperKev Livecast Season 4 YouTube edition. Then it says episode whatever. I'm going to move the numbers to the front so that it's easier for me to navigate. Um, Income 7 out of 7 links will be in the comment section below. I don't even know which ones they are, so I will post them. And at 160. So remember, 160 subscribers is my goal for the 2022. When I get there, because it's right, I can smell it. It's right there. So when I get there, or was that me? No, sir. At 160, I'm gonna reach out to each of the kids that graduated high school with me and see if they'll subscribe. I'm gonna reach out to every student that I taught in the summer program because I still got all my lists, so I got everybody's name. For those of y'all who think I ain't organized, you wildin'. And then I'm gonna reach out to each student that I taught in public school, and I'm gonna ask them personally. I'm gonna send them a message. Everybody know I talk a lot, so they gonna know it's me. Then I'm gonna ask them personally to subscribe, and we'll see if how fast I can run up those numbers up to the 320 if I reach out to all of them. And I probably taught 1,000 students by now. Can't even front. All right, so we'll see how I can use that to get closer to the 1,000 while still creating what I hope is continued high quality content. That alliteration had me spitting on myself. Um, that's a lot of income sevens. Okay, and last but not least, but I don't have that much time, so I'm only gonna give 7 seconds for this one. But y'all get 7 seconds to call into the Kev. Make sure you turn your phone perpendicular if you want to. But there you go. And okay, on that note, it's your boy Super Kev. As long as I'm A live, there will be A live. I hope you was able to either learn something about royalty income or think about how you can advance whatever you got going on. Again, to support the page, just press like, comment, share, and subscribe. All right, that part is free. But if you want to take your support to the next level, like Uncle Chops, like my bae from the UK, then feel free to donate to either the Cash App or the PayPal. And one thing I wanted to share with y'all, I probably said this before, but I'll say it again, is my goal, which is why I put out those links. My goal is to open a school. Y'all know that by now. I got fired as a math teacher, so I'm like, nah, I'm gonna build my own shit or stuff. Excuse the language. And if everybody around the world donated $1, that would be about $6.5 billion for a school. And that's before some people donate more. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I dropped them. But the links, but that's why I try not to talk about it till the end of the episode because I don't want people to think I'm only providing you this info for money. I've been broke my whole life, and anyone who's struggling could have used this information. All right, so I don't want them to feel like they can't learn from it if they ain't supporting. My job is to get money. My job is to flip the money that I do get. I love to report to y'all how I flip money. And I'm gonna continue to show up and show out till we get that school open, baby. Super Kev High. You already know what it is. As a matter of fact, might be time to go do that. So you already know what it is. I love y'all. Peace mode.